If you are getting into puzzles, this is the episode for you. We have 3 brand new Puzzle Master puzzles.
Welcome to episode 80 of Puzzle Time. He's Tony, I'm Tyler, and we have a bunch of puzzles today for you. Starting off,
We're doing the giveaway?
we are doing, not the giveaway, we're just like advertising it, right?
Okay.
Go to episode 78, like that episode,
Comment.
and you can be entered to win your own Hanayama Cast Love. Cast Love, right there. Take a look. So, yeah, awesome puzzle, really good. 78. Yeah. Okay. Next, let's just jump into our puzzles for the day, Tony.
Okay.
We have 3 puzzles.
The new stuff, huh?
Yeah, it's new stuff here at Puzzle Master. It's stuff that is really, really cost effective. I think it looks really nice. And actually has a fairly wide amount of, like, there's easy and hard here. So it's kind of a 3-pack. And what this is, it's just 3 puzzles that are packed together on our page for, like, so you can buy them together and you get a discount on them. I think you save a few bucks.
Cool.
So yeah, which one do you want to start with?
Okay, well, let's say that one for... I want to start with this
Start
one.
with that?
This is the one I've been
Okay.
playing with, yeah.
So Tony's been playing
boxes,
this.
man. I push for these boxes.
Yeah, these boxes are very cool. So this is the 3 puzzles we're doing: Roller Coaster, Trick Bolt number 3, and Cannon. So these boxes were designed here at Puzzle Master. And then they're, for this puzzle, these puzzles, really cool. I think they're nice designs. And these are inexpensive puzzles. You get metal puzzles, so all 3 of them are metal. Tony's working on Trick Bolt number 3 right now. This puzzle is...
You just got to get the ring off?
Yeah, you just got to get that ring off.
Okay.
So this is a $14 Canadian puzzle.
Nice.
And you got to remove the gasket from the bolt. So that's this thing, I guess. That's the gasket.
This is the gasket.
Yeah. No, this like the ring.
Oh, okay.
They call it a gasket, but it's a washer. But you got to remove it. Any ideas?
Do you know how to do this?
I thought I knew how to do it,
I don't remember.
but I don't know. Maybe I don't. Does it get over the...
Yeah, like it can pass.
Okay.
There's a little space here, but the end does twist.
Maybe I don't know this one. Maybe I thought I did. So, I mean, well, this is a level 6, as you can see on the box here. And so this is the easiest of the 3. Look, let's move up in difficulty here.
Can you do this?
I don't actually. I thought it was a twist on the bottom.
It is a tiny twist, yeah.
It kind of moves. I'm not even sure how to do this one then. I thought I did know, but I don't. I think this might be the newest of the Trick Bolts. So here, we'll take a close-up look here. You can see it's got that little piece in the middle there. This is the part you got to get off, is the gasket or the washer. And then you can see there's a bit of separation on the bottom there. Maybe you pulled something out, Tony. Maybe. Oh, I think you partially did it. There's something happening there.
I think I pulled it out.
Oh.
Okay,
Hey.
and that, see if you can get the pin to drop in it now.
I think this is going to come off. I don't know what's happening. Actually, I don't know this one. I really don't. I thought I did. I bet you there's a maze inside. I bet you're running this through a maze. Yeah. I don't hear you keep playing. Okay, you keep going with that one. So next, so like I said, this one's $14. And these are a 3-pack together, so you will get savings on the 3-pack. Let's do Cannon next.
Okay.
Okay, throw that one down there, and then you can play with this one, because I know Cannon. So this is kind of how they come. They come in this like foam pack inside the box, so it really keeps it up nice. Like I said, really great bang for your buck on these ones. And this one is actually technically a sequential discovery puzzle, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Because you do kind of get a...
I just thought this would be really
Tool-ish.
cool for your desk, man. You set
Yeah.
Cannon up like that.
Yeah, I like this. It's a brass cannon. It is a level 7. It does retail for $30 Canadian. And you got to remove the cannonball from the cannon. So you got to find the cannonball.
Is that tiny little thing in there?
There's a little ball in there. Yeah, you got to release it. And if you're interested, we do have a TikTok video that we just recently did. If you want to see the solution, go to Puzzle Masters TikTok. And my sister, Linnea, is the one who's been shooting some of our recent TikToks. But she shot the cannon, so she shows the whole like process of getting it apart and what you got to do. But there's lots of pieces. You got to screw them together in different ways, maybe, or there's things happening that you don't realize in this puzzle. I like this one. I'll let you play with it a little bit more, and then. But there is a ball. Can you feel the ball in it? Does it shake around? It is in that side.
No.
No. Okay. I thought you could see it, maybe.
I thought like that might be it right there.
Do you want to show everyone? Show everyone what you're seeing. Yeah, I think that's it. That is the ball as far as I'm aware.
Cannonball.
Yeah.
I figure it's got to fit through that tiny hole. So.
Ooh. So there's all these pieces that Tony screwed off, and there's this one here.
Do I got to use this for anything?
I don't know. Well, do you want me to tell you? I mean, I can say no, because no, you don't.
No. Okay.
This is just external. This is, I believe there's nothing, at least as far as I remember. I mean, it'd be great if like the wheels came off. And again, this is all metal. Even the card here is metal.
Look at this.
Oh, you got something going on there?
I do got stuff going on.
Oh.
Hold on. Separate it.
Okay, show it up close here. What did you find?
A reverse thread.
Oh, a reverse thread. There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
I got
and
that
then
little deal.
Oh, now
baby.
hold on. Show what you're doing. Show it up close. So that.
There's that little slot there.
Yeah.
I got this little tool.
And it's slotted on the end.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. I think Tony's got it.
Oh man.
Okay.
Is this it?
That's it.
All right.
You solved it here. There it is. There's the ball.
Baby.
So that's cool. Like it's not insanely complex. I'd actually say this is similar to the Hanayama chess pieces.
Yeah.
We played with those.
Yeah,
It's similar to
very
those.
cool.
Yeah, really good though. I mean, this thing it's $30, man. You get a metal puzzle, sequential discovery. I think, man, you're not going to find something better bang for your buck than this. And like I said, all three come together in a package where you do save. I think that all three of them together are $51.30 or something. It's something like that. You save $3 or $4, I think, on the puzzles themselves. So that's the cannon. It's a level 7. You did solve it, Tony.
Very cool.
The 6 here defeated us so far. So
we'll come back to it.
yeah. So I think that reverse thread's really neat. And you got to do that part tight. That when I first pulled them out here, it actually wasn't tightened. You got to tighten that part on, otherwise it all comes out. And when you're unscrewing this, there's like weird stuff happening because both parts are moving as you're screwing, and it's you're like, what the heck? I'm screwing. I can feel movement, but then it's like not going anywhere. So
interesting.
Yeah.
That's a cool one.
Brass cannon, yeah, really neat. I like that. There's lots of videos out there. I think Mr. Puzzle's done this guy. There's a bunch of them. This is kind of like one of the maybe fairly original sequential discovery puzzles we had. So the last one, where is it? Right here. This is the one I don't know. So this is called Roller Coaster. And you got to get this key part off. And notice that the key has like this funky kind of shape.
Think that has anything to do with it?
There's some sort of like thing here. What's that showing?
Dude, I bet you it's just a bottle opener.
Oh, maybe this does work as a bottle. I bet you this is a bottle opener.
Yeah.
I bet you that's probably what that is. But yeah, you got to get the key off. So, I mean, any ideas initially here?
I hate rope puzzles, man.
I do too. They're difficult, man. Like it's really...
Yeah.
There's so many options. Ropes, like it just, you can tangle it up real quick, right? So I feel like it's going to be something like that where you like put it through. So let's just see. This one's a level 10, so like very good chance we're not going to solve it on here. Yeah, it's knotted up. Why do you think it's called Roller Coaster? I don't know.
Might be the emotional ride with this puzzle, man.
Yeah. It's just kind of a strange name. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with that. No,
Dude, I straight up think it's a bottle
that is a
opener.
bottle,
Yeah.
and that's saying it's a bottle. You're 100% right. It's just crack it off. So, multifunctional, man. This is like the Swiss Army knife of puzzles right here.
Something to keep on talking.
Roller coaster. It's the hardest of the three. Right there, 10, level 10. So
Cool.
you can see it.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
Did
on
you
the
show
back.
these ones? Yeah, this
No, I
is
did.
the rest of the Puzzle Master metal puzzle line.
Is it all of them now? I don't know if it's definitely not. I don't think it's all of them.
No, I think there's 13 or 14 now, actually.
They're different, actually. They got CPUs in this one instead of Canon.
Yeah. Well, this is the canon.
That'd be why.
Yeah.
That makes sense. CPU, as far as I know, is sold out.
Yes.
And actually, what I think it was, when we had this initially, these three, I think CPU was one, and not roller coaster.
Mhm.
So roller coaster has been added into this 3-pack instead of CPU because
Have
we
you
are
played with
sold
that
out.
one?
I've not. Is that good?
It's weird, man. Yeah, it feels like just a ton of spring. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Right?
see it there.
CPU there.
Yeah.
Right. So it feels like as you're holding it, like there's different springs. on
Oh,
it,
you can,
and
like, push?
Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Very cool.
I have not played with it, but I think it's been one of the more popular of these three. I think Canon has been the most popular,
Mhm.
I believe. So you are getting like the most popular of these three puzzles. Yeah, I like it.
Cool.
Yeah, and they are made in China. You can see that on the bottom here. They are not Canadian made, but we are a Canadian company, and it is a Puzzle Master brand. So, yeah, that's the three. Nothing super exciting as far as like new stuff from other designers, but this is some of our like standard Puzzle Master stuff that we have. There is some fun stuff coming in from Jean-Claude, and if you watch our Facebook Live from last Thursday. So me and Chuck sat down and did a Facebook Live. We talk about the stuff from Jean-Claude coming in, and there's something really unique coming in that line. And if you go and watch that Facebook Live, I actually hid a little Easter egg in there. And you can see, it'll if you find the Easter egg, it'll tell you what's coming in.
Cool.
I'm not going to tell you, but it's really exciting and it's kind of secretive. So
Super weird.
yeah, go to Facebook, go to the Puzzle Master Facebook, watch our live from last week, and you will see if you can decipher from the video by what's going on. What is that is coming Jean-Claude stuff that I'm very excited about. I honestly, man, it's going to sell out so fast. Seriously, when we get it in, man, it's going to be gone.
The
Like,
weird part is like, we've been doing this since we were born. You know, I've never seen anything like that.
yeah.
Once you started showing pictures, see, it's
It's
weird.
nuts. It's nuts stuff. And Jean-Claude makes really good puzzles. So these will be, I'm very excited for them. So let's move into the online buzz though. I have no
Online buzz.
yeah, crowbar check, but online buzz. So I want to start by talking about a blog called Puzzle Palace. And we'll have a link in the description down low. I like that one too. It's by Roxanne Miller, and I believe she is married to a guy named George Miller, and they're kind of like they're heavy into the puzzle stuff, man. Like they if you think Chris has unique stuff, man, George and Roxanne Miller have so much. Like it just they get the puzzles that nobody else gets. Like they have it. And an example of that. So this is Roxanne runs this blog. And I read one of the blog posts on a puzzle that they got. It's a 200-pound chest from the 16th and 17th century. I believe it was Germany.
Okay.
So it was made, but probably like legit like pirates made it.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And it's called the Armada chest. They bought it off an auction site. And it's like I said, 16th, 17th century. This thing is like pretty rusty. There's even parts on it that don't work. But apparently you pay a crap ton for these. They went into the auction, and I read in her blog post, she explains this. They went into the auction, had their max bid, set their max bid, and then it blew by the max bid.
Okay.
And then they had to bid again. And their last bid, they got it. So they have pictures of this chest. Like I said, 200 pounds, whole bunch of moving stuff on it. They paid, she said, in the range of $8,000 for it. So, I mean, this is the kind of stuff that like Roxanne and George Miller get that nobody else can get. So if you want to see puzzles that you'll never see anywhere else and get like really crazy insider information, this blog is definitely a place to go for it. The other interesting thing I found on it was she had a list of Hanayama designers. I actually thought it was really cool. So it has all the people who have designed for Hanayama over the years, starting with who I didn't know this, but the original designer, there was the first designer, Nob Yoshigahara.
I knew that.
I didn't know that.
I knew that one.
Tony did know that.
Yeah.
Nob Yoshigahara was their first designer, and he designed all their first puzzles. I think he works for them, I believe. Not 100% sure about that.
Is he still alive?
He might not be alive even.
I don't know. Alive, man.
But this is the kind of stuff you find there. So this whole list had like, it was really neat. They had the designer on one side, and then in brackets was each of the puzzles they designed with the year that the puzzle came out.
Yeah.
And it was completely fully up to date. I think Cast Dice was, I believe, the last one in there.
Mhm.
So,
Cool.
and you could see, like, I mean, Oscar Van Deventer, he did like huge. I think he has done the most designs. I believe him or Nob were the most designs, and then they had a whole bunch of other ones. And it was really neat just seeing when they came out. I don't even know if there's a release date or when the design was made, because some of them were in the 80s. Some of them were like 1983 and things. So I think that was when the design was made, and then Hanayama used it later on. But really neat little thing. So check out Puzzle Palace. Next, Jesse Bourne. Have you heard of him?
I have not.
Oh man.
Cool?
Yes, very cool.
Yeah.
He makes wooden puzzle boxes that are just
sweet.
next level puzzle boxes. He has 2 videos of his that I watched, one on a sea chest. It's this rad looking like pirate looking chest, and
nice.
it's really old and rough looking. Like I don't know how they did it, but the wood looks like worn. It's very cool. And he has another one called Sundial, which also looked really cool. It's just this big sundial like that.
Huh.
He kind of does like a vlog thing where he like walks you through some of the process of what they're doing. He shows you the different tools they're using. So you can see some of that. I watched a few of those, but he also has just like, he does these short videos that were very similar to like kind of the intros that Chris Ramsey does on his videos, where it's like a pirate finding this treasure chest and blah, blah, blah. He has this whole like little story he does. Really cool.
Nice.
I watched both of them. They're only available on his site. Apparently we've tried to get them at Puzzle Master. This is one of those guys that just can't get a Puzzle Master, but hey, Jesse, if you're watching, man, we love your stuff. Keep going. And if you ever feel like you'd love Puzzle Master to carry some of your product, we'd love to do it. So yeah, very cool though, Jesse Bourne. I don't even know where he's from. I imagine the States. He didn't really have an accent when I watched his videos. So yeah. And then last but not least, Mr. Puzzle. We've talked about him lots on here, so you guys know him. I watched him solve Circle Pack 13 from Creative Craft House, and we have it here. It's one of our puzzles. So every so often I've like watched videos. I'm like, oh, do we have that? And we have it. And it was not like, it wasn't a blow your mind puzzle, but it was really a neat puzzle. So what it is it's 13 circles, wooden circles, discs cut out.
Different sizes.
Yeah, different sizes. They're numbered 1 to 13, and it's mathematical stuff. So the smallest disc, the number 2 disc is double the surface area, and so on and so forth. So for 1 to 13, the 13th disc has 13 times the surface area of the first disc. And then the square that you pack them in mathematically is the smallest square that you could pack 13 discs into. So it's made to be like perfectly sized for it. I don't explain it super well. Watch Mr. Puzzle's video. He explains it really well, but you can get it on the Puzzle Master site, puzzlemaster.ca. And then he does it and solves it, and it's really neat. It takes him over an hour.
Jeez.
And he actually rates it 5 out of 5 for his difficulty, which for Mr. Puzzle is saying something, because he has really difficult stuff. I'd actually say for me, it kind of seemed akin to that snake puzzle. Remember that snake puzzle we were solving? Yeah. It was like that. And the interesting thing I found when he solved it, so he has this square, he's packing them in, he ends up with like the smallest disc left at the end. And then the process he does is he finds like the 7 disc. Can the 7 be switched out with the 8 or the 6? And he's switching discs almost to like create some space in certain areas. So you switch the discs on either side of one of the ones you're trying, and you can like move and like kind of, because they'll fit a little tighter maybe in the next spot, because they're only a little bit bigger. But it's pretty cool. Yeah, interesting puzzle. Definitely worth watching. And I just love Mr. Puzzle stuff. So that's it for Online Buzz. That's it for our episode today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice and short.
Nice and short. Again, guys, go to episode 78, enter for Cast Love. We will be drawing that on episode 82. This is 80 today. So 2 more episodes and we'll be doing the draw. We kind of do a draw every 4 episodes. And what we are building up to is episode 100. When that comes out, we are going to, like, probably 5 episodes before that, have some sort of big prize pack, some sort of crazy puzzle that you'll be able to get that's like, it's not just Hanayama, it's going to be like something really unique that we want to draw for.
It was like the full metal Puzzle Masters.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. My vision is to have like some sort of puzzle that is not out yet. I think we've got some stuff in the works, maybe, that like you can get it before anybody else in the world gets it.
Single like a puzzle gift basket.
I don't know what that would look like.
Got a few artisans around here making jerky and cheese and different things like that.
It's true. But who knows? We'll work on something though, but keep that eye out for that in the long distance, like episode 100. But also, we released some new videos. First video in a new series on this channel. So on our YouTube channel. So we have solutions, we have reviews, we have puzzle time here.
Of course.
And now we've got top 5s. So we've been kind of prepping this a bit, but top 5. So it's gonna be top 5 of whatever. And the vision behind this is that it's gonna be like, you're taking our thousands and thousands of puzzles that Puzzle Master have, shrinking them down to here's like the 5 best of this. So the first video we did is 5 best Hanayama. So definitely check that out. 5 best Hanayama puzzles out there. Not even out there. I'd say 5 best sellers on the Puzzle Master site. These are like the 5 that have sold the best.
Even that, well, like when we were going through the list too, we thought about like design and just like the difficulty, and I don't know, you try to kind of encompass like everything that Hanayama's line within 5 puzzles.
It's hard.
Yeah, it is hard, man. There's so many.
There is so many good ones. So that's what this will be. And we'll be doing more top 5s. If you guys have ideas or stuff you'd like to see for the top 5s, I mean, we're going to even get into like top 5, like most expensive puzzles that Chris Ramsey's done. Stuff like that. Like we're going to get into some fun stuff. So you guys suggest in the comments, man, what top 5s would you like to see?
Suggest in the comments on episode 78.
Yeah.
Win yourself a cast love.
Yeah, you definitely can. So let us know. We want to do more top 5s, and we're going to be creating those kind of probably on like a weekly basis or something. So cool. Yeah. So wait for you to just find out what's the best of a certain type of puzzle, certain design, certain style, certain designer. Like we might have just top 5
best Oscar Van de Ven.
Yeah, Van de Ven puzzles. I think the options are pretty limitless, and that's what we like. So the really cool thing is that they're short videos. These are short, they're punchy, they're fun. We have some like upbeat music. It's like, sweet. Whereas these episodes, man, we're often running like 15, 20 minutes when we're doing our episodes here. So this will be a little shorter, a little fun, a little more like, built for like the kids of today. Yeah. So yeah, check that out. Thanks guys for watching. That's the end of our episode. He's Tony, I'm Tyler, and we are out.